Going on, everyone? Hope everyone's doing well. How is everyone doing? Start the movie. What's up, Bino? So, what is everyone looking at today? Let me know. First, before we get started on the week, if everyone can please go to the announcements channel and scroll up to the monthly feedback form. It takes about, 2 to 5 minutes to fill out. It's how, we make improvements on the server. Please fill this out. Would really appreciate it. Like that, the form will come up and just fill it out. Thank you very much. We included a calendar. All right, so here's a calendar. You could see, the times of everything that we have. All right, so check that out as well. A few improvements that we've done on the server. We've included a bunch of new channels. All right, so Avi is doing a $25,000 to $100,000 challenge. Right, this is now activate alert roles instead of grab alert roles, right? So you just click whichever one you want to get the alert role. Right, we have futures now. Right, so these are all for futures. We have Forex coming. We have crypto coming. Okay. Tom has his own channel now. Right, his wheel strategy, that's very active, right, based off theta, right, selling options instead of buying. Right, so although there's a lot of channels, if you don't want to look at them, don't look at them. Right, it's not that difficult. Right, so but all main alerts will be here. My challenge account will be here. And right, market talk is here. Okay. If anyone has any questions or anything, please feel free to drop a comment. All right. So hopefully everyone, gets accustomed to that. And we included some new FAQs right here. And there you go. There's a bunch of stuff everywhere. Okay. Oh yeah, you can disable them, I think, right? Yeah. Where's the calendar? In the announcements tab. So make sure to go check that out. And you could just save it, right? So in the announcements tab, you could just click it, right click, save image. Right, and then just save it to your computer or your phone, and it's that easy. Right, I'm pretty sure here. Yeah, so if you hover over market talk, or what's this? Oh yeah, you can do the thread and then you can go to this. And I'm pretty sure every single week it's going to be updated. Oh, under browse channels. Thank you very much, Brandon. Okay. So there's that. So let's get into it today. All right, what am I looking at? SPY. All right, first of all, everything looks kind of weak here. Right, everything's, mostly red except AMD and NVIDIA. Right, so semis are strong. AMD has earnings coming up tomorrow, I believe. Yep, May 2nd, it's tomorrow. Also, happy May, it's May 1st. NVIDIA's up as well, right? But huge level here on NVIDIA. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about the changes, right? Do you like having all the options for all those alerts, or do you not like it? I was indifferent about it. I wasn't really sure how I would like it, right? I like having it specified for options only, right? Because it's a specific niche and it focuses on just one. But I also like how we have now exposure to all the different groups, right? So if someone else is interested in learning a different type of trading, we have that, right? So I was going back and forth deciding, do I like it or do I not? But let me know what you guys think. It's ultimately up to you guys. But NVIDIA, right? We have huge resistance here, right? Double top, another double top, right? So 4 times we rejected at this 280 level, and we're approaching it. We're at 278 here in pre-market, right? So if we can see upside and break 280 and hold above it, we should see a huge move to the upside. You guys like it? Awesome. All right, perfect. Sounds good. Hopefully everyone has their coffee. Futures alerts is awesome. Sweet. I like having the choice to be able to view what I want. It gets awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, so looks like everyone's happy with it. Yeah, if you don't want to look at it, don't look at it, right? It's as easy as that. But if you want to, the option's there for you. Another thing, I keep getting sidetracked. Before we get into some more setups, right? We switched to a new payment processor, right? WAP, right? This is the site now, right? Very, very clean, right? If you go to My Hub, you can go to refer friends, right? And you can refer friends and it shows you everything, okay? Right? So you can copy the link, send it to a friend, and you'll get 10% recurring every single month. All right, so 65, right? $6.50. You'll get $6.50 a person, which is easy. If you refer someone, you know, it's easy money. Okay, and you could do all these. All right, so make sure you do that. It will show you, you know, everything. Make sure to check that out. Okay. You think your review on WAP's the best? Appreciate it, man. All right, now let's go into SPY. Okay, zoom in a little bit. Right now I'm on the 30-minute time frame. We have this previous resistance here from April 18th. Okay, this resistance is now acting as a new resistance, right? This zone here around 415 to 416. Okay, we broke over it end of day on Friday, but now we're opening down below it as of now at 415.4, right? We zoom in a little bit. We have a rising wedge, okay? A rising wedge into a previous resistance is one of my favorite setups besides a falling wedge, okay? Right, we have these highs here, right? 3 touches, these lows, right? It's narrowing. The price action is getting tighter and tighter, right? These two lines are moving into each other, okay? 1 touch, 2 touch, 3, 4, right? If we reject this 415, 416 level today, I like puts, right? Although it is counter trend, the risk to reward is fantastic, right? We take an entry here, puts, if it rejects, right? If we take puts here, it can easily go up, right? Doesn't mean it can't go up. And if it breaks this high here, it would continue to the upside, right? But you take the loss, right? You can't win every single position. But these tend to offer great risk to reward, which is why I like the setups. Right, if we take puts here, we have huge downside room below. We would need to break this low, and then we would see a push to around 412.70, 412.69. Right, this previous resistance rejected here, acted as a support a few times. Right, significant level here. Right, so if this breaks, then we need to push through What do I mean by if it rejects, right? If price action can't push through, right? Notice this level right here, rejected, 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 and rejected. Multiple times it rejected. At close, it broke through, but now we're pulling back, right? A lot of times price action will fake out, right? You'll see a move, and then it will pull back, and then it will continue to the downside. Right? These are all rejections at this level. Right, and these are bounces, right? Support, 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 and so on. Right, and a lot of times it will dip through. Right, notice this level here, I have it 411.16. Right, support, 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 and then here it dips through and pulls back. All the time that happens. Right, you're looking for lower highs if you're looking for a rejection. Right, that's what I'm looking for. Right, if it's higher lows, it's signifying that buyers are stepping in at the lows every time, and if it's lower highs, it's a sign that bears are stepping in every time, and bulls are starting to sell their position. If everyone could drop a like on the video, I'd appreciate it. Also, make sure you're subscribed. I was looking at my stats, and it said that like 70% of my viewers are unsubscribed. Just kind of sad. It's a little sad. You're very welcome, Anton. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being a fan, or being a viewer, I should say. Let's keep going. Yeah, it's more, right, focus on a range as opposed to an exact level. Right? I mean, you can use an exact level if it's like a psychological level for like, you know, for example, Apple at like 150, right? 150, 200, or, you know, SPY 410, 405, 400, right? The psychological whole numbers can act as a, you know, a specific level, right? But, you know, like 415.94, right? Just focus on 416. Right, it doesn't need to be, you know, exactly to the decimal. Right, typically just focus on the range, which is why I like to draw, like on a video here, these boxes, right? And there's no specified, you know, width that I like to draw of the boxes, just a general zone, right? From this previous resistance, acted as support, right, to a previous support below, right? This range is going to act as a huge support or demand zone, right? So supply and demand, and support and resistance, same thing, right? So this support zone is a demand zone. Thank you for watching, James. I appreciate it. So I think puts at open, since it already seems like it's starting a downtrend. Depends, right? We need to see what happens at open, right? You know, it's never a bad idea to wait. Don't FOMO into a position, okay? If you want, take a look at the market resources section in the Discord. Okay, so scroll down to Bull Trades University. The third section here, market resources. I've posted a ton of stuff here. All right, disadvantages of not using multiple time frames. There's 9 things here. All right, high probability trading with multiple time frames. Right, every day is a new day. Every morning is a new start. Everyone needs to slow down. Right, less is more when it comes to trading. The faster you want to make money, the more likely you're gonna, you know, lose money. Right, it doesn't matter if you're new or experienced. Happens all the time. I catch myself doing it sometimes too. Right, you just need to be self-aware. Right, this is what, you know, a typical triple bottom looks like, right, and how old support turns into a resistance, and then how it acts as a breakout. Right, here's, you know, the same thing. Pretty much this exact chart is this, right? Resistance turns into resistance, turns into support, right? Acts as resistance, and then it turns into the breakout level. Here's another example, right? First bottom, second bottom, right? Fake out with a rip to the upside, third bottom, and then, right, acts as support, boom. Okay, there's a ton of content there. All right, so there's SPY. Yeah, definitely leaning towards puts, but we'll have to see it open. Here's Apple. All right, Apple's down 0.25% here in pre-market. Nice flag break and continuation last week. Right, huge move to the upside, pull back to this previous resistance. Right, this previous resistance acted as a support. Right, then we saw a huge move end of day. Right, this is the consolidation we look for. A consolidation above a previous resistance as a new support is fantastic every time. Whoops. Right, consolidation over this previous resistance results in a breakout. Right, but now we created a lower high. Right, so if we can't break over this high, we're most likely going to see a pullback back to this 168 level. Okay, Tesla. All right, Tesla looked pretty good. We had a breakout, pullback, retest. Right, look how this previous double bottom, this previous support acted as a support again. Right, but we had the fake out. Right, there's always that fake out, and it pulled back right to this previous resistance. Right, this previous resistance now acted as a support. Right, this is why you need to make sure you have all the levels charted. Right, then we started to flag, but now we're opening down 0.6% here. Need to get back over this high around 165. Google, nothing really there. Nvidia, right, 280, need to watch. Meta, right, Meta had earnings, caused that huge gap up. Let's see if we can find a good setup here. Delete this now. This is right back in the choppy range. Amazon. Nothing really yet there. Delete all this. All right, so here, all right, we have these higher lows. All right, we had this breakout last week. Right, you could draw it like this. Okay. Then we have a slight flag here above this breakout zone. Right, now we could chart these horizontal levels, right, around this zone here. Right, previous resistance acted as support, acted as support, acted as resistance, resistance, resistance. Right, if we can break through 330.81 here on Netflix, I like it. Right, this chart looks solid. Definitely like this for this week. Right, if we can break through here, should see a push up to this level above 334. Okay. Anyone have any questions so far? If everyone can drop a like on the video, I'd appreciate it. But nice flag here on Netflix. AMD. All right, it's been chopping. Chop, chop, chop. But we're finally breaking out of the zone. Right, we've rejected multiple times. Now we're up to 91 here in pre-market. Right, we have this resistance that was a previous support. 91.5. Need to push through that, and we could potentially see some continuation to this previous support here. Around 93. Boeing has been chopping up real nice. Potentially could break out soon, but it's been chopping too much. I'm gonna stay away probably, but it does look pretty good for a longer time frame setup. Potentially a swing. Look at Baba. Baba's just hovering at these lows here. FRC is being bought by JP Morgan. Rivian looks like it's setting up for this reversal, right? I mentioned this last week. We had this consolidation, right, with a double bottom. We broke out to the upside, closed over this previous support, right? We even back tested it. Then we saw some more upside. Needs to break 13.08 here. We have earnings coming up May 9th, so next week. But Rivian looks pretty decent, right? It's breaking this overall downtrend, and we're finally starting to move back up. Coin, nice wedge here. I looked at this last week actually. right into this previous support, right? So this previous double bottom is now acting as a support. Definitely looks pretty solid. I'll move it up a bit. And we kind of have this wedge here, right? We're consolidating, right? These typically lead to breakouts. Need to see what happens, right? Just need to watch the price action, see what goes on. And that's really everything I'm looking at. Microsoft, been pretty strong. Square, nothing really. Yeah, that's really it. SPY's going to be my top watch at open, along with Netflix. Coin, Apple, Netflix. SPY. What about Qs? Qs also, right? Qs is rising wedge-ish. Right, but we broke out. Right, had that breakout. Okay. What questions does everyone have? We got 5 minutes to open here. Let's take a look at VIX. All right, VIX broke down here. We tested these lows. If VIX breaks over 16.62, we should see some more downside on SPY. All right, that's this pre-market high here. Hopefully everyone's still listening. Haven't seen any comments. But if no one has any more questions, comments, concerns. Oh, we here. What's up, Nicholas? Do I have a new support level for VIX? We're going to need to hold this previous low. Studying. Awesome. All right, we're going to need to hold this range from April 19th. All right, which is right around 16 or 16.2 or so. But if that doesn't hold, we're going to test these lows on a 15.7. It's been a long time since we were last in this range. January. I drink coffee, of course. It's the name of the episode. The Bull Brew. I got coffee in my hand right now. Yeah, Netflix is green here in pre-market. So, you know, if we do see some upside today, focus on the names that are strong, right? Netflix, Nvidia, AMD. Dave says Mondays are some of my tougher days to trade. Feel like they're always setting up for weekly candle setups. So that's a good thing to note, right? If you have a day that's typically worse, right? Wednesdays are my worst day, which is why Wednesdays I either tend to just sit sidelines or trade very light. Right? If you have a day that you're typically worse at, then right, either size smaller. Focus risk first, right? Don't focus getting into a trade thinking, oh, I can make this much money. Say, oh, I think I could lose this much money. Right? Do trades like that every day, right? Get into a trade, oh, I can lose this much money, right? Follow the setup. Don't be emotional about it, right? While you're in a trade, keep noting to yourself, don't think about emotions. Don't think about emotions, right? Follow what the chart's saying, right? Make sure you're sized correctly, because if you're sized too big, then it's going to be impossible to follow the chart. With that being said, I think we're going to call it here. Everyone drop a like on the video before you head out. Make sure you're subbed. Let's head over to the Discord and catch up with all the other analysts. Appreciate everyone stopping by as always. I will see you in the Discord.